I don't know if it's like just a me problem, but do you ever get really annoyed being shown all these TikTok videos of influencers and just like people on social media, how they're like shoving down your throat how much they like travel? Like, it's such an overconsumption of travel, and they market it as if it's just something that normal people do, like everybody does. They're like, come along with me and watch me fly first class and get all this fun stuff for free and go to all these cool places, but you can't come, but like when you could watch me do it. And it's like, I'm sure it's like unintentional on their part, but at the same time, the videos seem kind of like braggy. Like we could only dream of going to some of the places that they go to. TikTok is full of these travel montages, like unrealistic morning routines, and like what I would describe as like overconsumption of travel. But like, why are these things being shown so much? Like, I feel like they're being pushed to our For You pages and all this stuff, and like, why do they always make at least me feel like kind of lesser than the people that are able to do all this traveling? Like I don't know if that's intended on their part, but like, it seems like they make all the people in the comments just upset that they can't go and do the same thing. Overconsumption of products are pushed on us on the daily with Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, and like all of the random influencers with they have their like skincare products and their food and their cleanses and all this stuff, and they're saying like this product's gonna change your life, and it's not going to. Like, most of the companies, they like either stop selling their products or like the companies like go bankrupt. Like, you'll have a company that's like sponsoring someone and they're doing a ton of videos, and then all of a sudden you never hear from them again. I mean, like the honey scandal was like one thing that happened. Like, honey was sponsoring all those people, and like honey still technically exists, I think, but I don't know if that many people use it anymore after all that stuff that came out about them. There was a video that I watched recently, and it was this YouTuber, and I don't remember their channel name or nothing, but they were talking about how all these influencers admitted that all of their like morning routines and all these things that they were doing were being faked, like right before TikTok shut down. I think it was in January or something, but people were admitting to all the stuff that they had done on social media before TikTok got removed, which it was like only removed for like a day, but they still admitted to all this stuff. And one of the things that they were admitting to is faking most of their morning routines as just for entertainment purposes. And she was referring to the YouTuber in the video that I watched was talking about how a long time ago, in like the early kind of days of YouTube, like peak like YouTuber era, like in like 13 to like 2016 or whatever, there was a bunch of YouTubers making that type of content, the morning routines, and they were obviously all fake. Like, looking back now, you can tell that the persons aren't actually doing these things, but most of their audiences were all children and like little kids, and it was really ruining a lot of like young kids' lives and like their mental health, because especially like young girls, because they were like assuming that they also needed to do the same things, and they also needed to have the same like crazy and impractical routines like before they went to school or whatever, and use all the skincare products that the person in the video also used, and they assumed that these influencers actually did these routines like on the regular, when they never did them, and it was like solely for entertainment purposes. It's fine if you want to make like an idealistic video or an idealistic morning routine just for entertainment, but I feel like there should be a disclaimer on these videos that they're solely for entertainment purposes, and that the things that they are doing in the video is just only for the video. I think that's more important, or especially important, when your primary audience is children. Like, you can see as a content creator what age range is watching your content, and if you know your content is children, cater towards your content more. I feel like it's really bad for like kids' mental health when they are not capable of doing these same things they're seeing online. They're not capable of using the same products. Their parents can't afford to buy all these products for them, and they feel as if like they're not important enough because they can't get all these things. And I want to also note that parents are fully responsible for what kind of content their children watch and monitoring the content that their children watch and all this stuff. But like as a creator, you do have to take responsibility at a certain point for the type of content that you are posting on the internet, especially if you know that your main audience is children, and you do know that your main audience is children. Like, you know that. Anyway, to wrap up the point of this part of the video, I just wanted to say that I think more influencers should be more open about how their daily routines actually are and how their real lives actually are. I think it would be way more inspiring for people who want to be content creators to actually see like the ins and outs of it, and not just the outs of it, like not just the final product, just like sharing how the process works and what editors they use and the cameras, or like how long it takes them to edit. Like it can take a full day to edit like some fancy TikToks. Like during COVID, I know a lot of people were making these like elaborate TikToks, and it took full days sometimes to edit TikTok videos. Like it's just a few minutes of content that you're creating, maybe less than a minute of content that you're creating, and it's taking you a full day, and you're not making any money from that. Like that, some of this stuff is not widely shared on social media, and it can take you days to edit YouTube videos. Like this video is probably going to take me multiple days to edit because I'm not editing full-time. I have a job. Like I'm not editing full-time, and most people, unless you are an active YouTuber and that's your career, are not doing this stuff full-time. And I think that it needs to be more normalized. I think that people need to be more honest and not just sharing the glamorizing parts of it, like going and getting coffee or getting free stuff in the mail or like hanging out with your friends nonstop. Like the glamorized parts of social media are the ones that are shared the most often, and there obviously are people that share the normal parts. I'm just talking about the majority of people don't. I feel like influencers would be a lot more trustworthy. Like people would be a lot more trustworthy of them and less likely to judge people who want to choose that as like a career choice or are inspiring to do that type of thing, if people would just on the regular be like, it took me 5 hours to edit this one 30-second TikTok. Along with like the overconsumption of items and all that stuff is the overconsumption of travel, which is what this video is kind of based around, or why I got the idea for this. But it's a really popular trend to like show your van life or your travel vlog, or like every little thing that you're doing when you're going on these elaborate trips and stuff, or like idealizing every little thing that you do. And these videos can be inspiring. Like don't get me wrong, these places people go to are gorgeous, and they're just like beautiful places, and it would be amazing if, you know, everybody could go and see them. Like that's not like the point of this. It's just like typically it's the type of content where people are telling you to do the same thing, like quit your job and go and travel. It's like nobody has that kind of money. Like not the average person has that kind of money, and it can make you feel kind of bad for not being able to do this kind of stuff. Like I remember a long time ago, it was in like 2023, I was not having a good time. Just like, I can't remember why. I was in a rut, as they say, but I remember this trend going around, and it was, I think I like this little life. I think I like this little life. Like that song came out, and people were posting their little lives with this song, and it was like cute videos and all this stuff, but it was like videos that people had accumulated of like different moments in their life, and they typically weren't normal lives. Like some people were just using them for their families, which is fine, but most people were using it for like their travel vlogs, and they were compiling clips of like as if their life consisted of them going and visiting like 17 different countries in the span of like 5 or 6 months or something like that. Like that's not a little life. That's not what the trend was supposed to be. And I know that this is like, I get kind of heated about this stuff, and I'm not actually mad about this. It's just a little bit frustrating, but I know it's a me problem, and maybe these TikToks don't bother you, and maybe you enjoy them, and that's great. But I saved a few TikToks, so I'm gonna show them up here, but this one just says the world is too big to just stay in your hometown, and it shows a bunch of videos of them traveling, and I think this might be like stock footage, I don't even know. And then this one is just one, this person says Gen Z is skipping their midlife crisis and going straight into traveling like they retired. No, we're not. Like, we can't afford to buy a house. Like, Gen Z is not doing that. Like, I don't know where these people are getting these ideas from. Like, maybe social media Gen Z, like the rich people, like rich Gen Z. If you got like family money, yeah, like then by all means go live like you're retired, but like don't recommend this to other people, because this one says highly recommend that you take all your savings out. Like $100 is gonna get you to this place. Like, yes, if you have the money, then you should go and visit it. If you have the time, if you have the money, if you can afford to, by all means go live your life. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that you shouldn't take your savings out unless you're specifically saving up for a vacation. Like, don't take your life savings and go somewhere and do this and go to a random country. Like, I'm not trying to be annoyed at these people, because if they're having a good time, like, that's great for them and everything. Full respect to them. I don't have nothing against them as people, but I just think that's kind of a weird thing to recommend. Like, if you have this kind of money and you can do that, like, financially, like free, like, that's great. Do your thing. But I don't think you should advise other people to do this when they can't afford to do this. Like, somebody could end up homeless or like bankrupt or whatever because they get debt for doing something like this, or they go and they take out all their money and they go to this place. It's like, some people watching these videos might not be in like the best place mentally, and they could go and do these things. And the whole point of this video that I'm making is to just show how bad this can be for like people's mental health, because you're being constantly shown stuff and you feel like you can't go and do these things. Like, if you're working a minimum wage job and you don't have the finances or whatever, you have normal bills to pay, and this is not a normal life. Like, the normal life is like the active life that you're living. It's not what these people are doing. It's just not that. Like, I'm sorry, it's not that. Like, a normal person can't go on vacation every 5 months. And like, I'm gonna be transparent with this, because I just got back from vacation. Like, I went on vacation like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I went camping with my family and it didn't cost me a cent, because the only money that it cost me was the money that it cost me to not work for that week that I was gone. So like, I didn't work and I didn't get paid, and it cost me the money that I lost by not working. But I had the opportunity to go with my family, because we go camping at least once a year, and it's like not expensive to go camping, except for the fact that you don't get paid to work. I only bought food that I would have already bought anyway, so I feel as if I didn't overtly spend my money just to go do this thing. This type of content can be like inspiring in the fact that you could save up if you want to go to one of these places and take a vacation there as like a family vacation or whatever, go see these places you really like. That's great, but like, your own life is not less important or meaningless because you're not jumping off cliffs in Hawaii into waterfalls. Like, that doesn't make you more of a person to go and do these things. Like, it's a cool experience. If you have that experience, that's great for you, but it's like, I'm not trying to shame anybody that does these, because I don't care if you do that, like, great, but that's not what like normal travel looks like. This is like fake travel. Like, most of traveling is like packing and being at the airport and flying and like losing your luggage or whatever. Like, so much stuff happens that people don't show in their content, and it makes it like glamorize and seem like so much better than it actually is. Like, I feel like TikTok is a highlight reel of life, like the little ending of Mario Kart, like whenever you can see all the stuff. Like, if you're doom scrolling and you're not going to be thinking about the stuff you see in a practical way, you're not going to be thinking that's not realistic. You're going to be thinking, man, I wish I could go do that. Like, you're going to be thinking, man, I'm broke, my life sucks, I hate my job, I want to go do these things, why can't I go do these things? Like, you're going to start thinking of that like loop process of all that stuff. And I'm not saying that all these people are lying. Like, if they're having fun in their blue water and doing all this stuff, like, that's fine, but they're not sharing the whole, like, truth about traveling either, and I think that that's kind of a problem. Like, I feel like they need to share the cost of this. Like, did they get sent on this place for free? Did a company pay for this? Are you paying for this? Did it cost you, like, too much money to go here? Like, is it just a tourist destination and you just went before the TikTok? Like, imagine planning a whole trip just to take a TikTok. That's crazy. It's all right to, like, live a normal life. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like social media has somewhat frowned upon, like, your average typical 9 to 5, or like living in a suburb or like a subdivision or something like that. Like, if you're not in a mansion with a bunch of other TikTokers and you're not traveling 24/7, people that do that, that don't do that, they're not shown. Like, you're force fed all these content creators and all these influencers and all the stuff that they're doing, and you're not shown, like, normal average life. And, like, maybe I'm on the wrong side of the internet. Like, maybe this is just my problem, and I have removed TikTok from my phone. I will mention that I have removed TikTok from my phone, and I found these videos on the desktop version, but I removed it from my phone because of this problem. But, like, maybe my For You page was just messed up or something. But I wanted to add to this is that you're no less of a human being if you can't travel, don't want to, or, like, don't want all these products. Like, the overconsumption of products and, like, even TV shows, like subscription services, like, you'll hear people talk about, oh, we're watching this show, I'm watching this show, and it's like, you might feel, like, left out of that because you can't afford 50 subscription services. Like, there's so many now that's not normal to be able to have, like, Netflix and Hulu and whatever they all are. I don't even know. I don't have any of them. I only have Discovery. That's a normal lifestyle. Like, the lifestyle that you're living is the normal lifestyle. Like, the Instagram stuff is not normal, and you might think that your life is boring because of this. Like, I was like, oh, my life's boring because I don't do all this exciting stuff, but it's like, why is that a problem? Why is normal? Why isn't normal exciting? Like, I've seen comments on the TikToks that I was looking for when I was doing research for this video, and people were like, you shouldn't feel guilty for not affording all this trendy stuff. But, like, when did this type of lifestyle become trendy? Like, when did the social media lifestyle it's now the lifestyle that everybody wants? Like, kids were stealing skin. Go ahead.
You gonna cut that?
I'm definitely gonna cut that.
Are you still down to make me some business cards maybe sometime today?
Oh, sure, I can make them.
Because I really have a ton of chick things.
Okay. Interrupted. What I was saying is, kids were, like, stealing skincare a while back. Like, they were like raiding Sephora and, like, Ulta for Drunk Elephant. Like, children. Like, who does that? Like social media is turning people crazy. All these vacations and all the tourist destinations and all these fun little things that are shown, like, most people can't afford these. Most people won't be able to afford them in the future. Like, honestly, even if you can afford them, like the stolen skincare, like, some people can just buy Drunk Elephant. Like, it's not super expensive, but, like, do you really need Drunk Elephant? Like, do you need these specific brands of skincare that everybody else is using? Like, do they actually work any better than the normal stuff? Like, do you just want it because you think it makes you more important to fit in? Like, what is the reasoning behind this? Like, and I'm using the term normal or whatever when I refer to lives, but, like, I mean average. Like, we're average humans, unless you're an influencer, the person watching this, but I'm sure you're not. But, like, I agree that it's interesting to watch these things and, like, be able to see all these neat places on social media and stuff, but, like, pumpkin pie, I don't think that we should feel bad when we can't do these things that we see other people doing. Like, being average is okay. And, like, so is having, like, a boring life. Like, so is saying that your life is boring. Like, my life is boring. I'm fine with it now. I wasn't for a while. I doom scrolled myself into wishing that I was paddling a boat somewhere in some green water or whatever. But, like, I realized that like that would make me motion sick, so I'm good. And like I want to do van life. I've wanted to do van life. Like I'm on the van life trend. I still want to do that. I wanted to do it in the past. I think that's awesome if you are able to do that, but like I can't right now. I might never be able to do it financially. Like that's okay. That's fine. Like you can only do so much. You only have so much time. And I think having like an average little life is better when you're not wishing for it to be like a more extravagant type lifestyle, and you don't have to travel somewhere. Like you don't have to go somewhere else to find yourself. Like you can do that at home. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was like a big rant, but I hope that you learned something, even if it was only that you didn't like the video. But I'll see you guys next time, and you can drop a comment and maybe give me some feedback on how this went. This is my first time filming a video where I like fully wrote out a full script for it, and I'm reading it off a teleprompter right now. So let me know what you think about it. Thanks, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.